Good morning, everyone. We'll study about the topic nutrition today. So, what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of obtaining food for growth, development, repair, maintenance, energy, and structural buildup. Now, why is food required? So, food is required in order to maintain the different kind of molecular interactions, reactions, and molecular movement that occurs inside the body. Our entire life process is dependent upon the different processes that occur in our body. These processes do weird up. They start deteriorating. They start slowing up. In order to maintain the pace, the speed of the processes to keep us alive so that we can interact with the environment, we can generate response for different kind of stimulus, we require energy, and this energy is supplied by the food. The process of obtaining energy from food involves the steps of ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and the waste material that remains is removed out of the body by the process of digestion. So this food provides us with the material in the form for the structural buildup of the process, which leads to the growth of the body, and it also meets the energy requirement to carry out different internal reactions that provides the energy to carry out different processes. We have in essential 8 life processes to keep us alive. Now nutrition, as we know, in different organisms is mainly of 2 types. First is autotrophic mode of nutrition and second is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic, as the name itself suggests, auto means self, troph means nutrition. So this mode of nutrition by the process of photosynthesis in the presence of chlorophyll pigment in chloroplast uses the light from sun to convert the carbon dioxide and water obtained as raw material from atmosphere and soil by the roots, and then in the leaves this 2 raw materials are converted into glucose. Now this glucose is utilized immediately by the plant as the energy source, or it can be stored in the form of starch. Once an animal consumes the plant, it stores the food material in the form of glycogen, and glucose is also utilized by the animals for immediately generating the energy. So now the autotrophic nutrition requires carbon dioxide and water as input, and the output is glucose and oxygen. The steps involved in photosynthesis, 3 events that occur during photosynthesis are: first one, absorption of light energy by the chlorophyll pigment; second one is split up of the water molecule by the sunlight into hydrogen and oxygen; and third one is reduction of the carbon dioxide by the hydrogen. These 3 steps doesn't take place continuously in the same sequence, and it also there can be a time lag. Like in desert plants, the carbon dioxide which is taken during the night time can is utilized by the plant during the daytime for synthesis of the glucose. Now if you look at the structure of leaf, the leaf has lamina, it has midrib, and the venation present there provides the water which is coming via the xylem. And if you look at the cross section which is given in the NCERT book, there you can see on the lower surface, lower epidermis, which is called as hypodermis. The upper layer is the upper epidermis with the waxy cuticle. In between that, the mesophyll cells contains the chloroplast, which has the chlorophyll pigment. This chlorophyll pigment traps the sunlight, and the carbon dioxide is obtained by the guard cells, which is present in the lower epidermis in the angiospermic plants. in the dicotyledonous plant, while in the monocot plants it's present on the both hypodermis and the epidermis. So this carbon dioxide is supplied by the guard cell. The water is available from the xylem, from root to the this mesophyll cells, and then photosynthesis occurs there. And also we have to study about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, which involves the obtaining nutrition from other plants and animal sources. And the examples given is Cuscuta. Cuscuta is amarbel. Second one is ticks. Third is lice. Fourth is leeches, and fifth is tapeworm. And also, how does the nutrition is obtained in case of amoeba? What happens in amoeba? Amoeba is a unicellular protozoa. Now, this organism can change its shape. It derives its name from a Greek god, Amoeba Proteus. And he had the blessing of he used to be alive throughout. He never dies. The same is true with the amoeba also, because they can continuously go binary fission, and that's why they are alive. They can keep their genome alive and thoroughly. And this amoeba obtains, how does it now it gets its nutrition, so that the entire enlargement of the amoeba body takes place, and cytoplasmic concentration reaches up to the mass, so that the cytokinesis can take place. But before that, the karyokinesis occurs. So for that, energy will be required, and to get energy, the amoeba has to obtain the food. This food is obtained in the amoeba by the pseudopodia. The pseudopodia is the protrusion-like structure formed in the outer membrane of the amoeba, which surrounds the food particle, encircles it, and then gobbles it inside its body. And then what happens? The food vacuoles are formed around the food particles, and lysozyme present in the food causes the digestion of the food. Then the absorption, the food is then transported to the different parts of the different subcellular components of the different cytoplasmic part of the amoeba, where it is assimilation occurs, and it is utilized for movement or reproduction or excretion or transportation tasks. Wherever energy required, those can be met up with the energy supplied by the respiration that occurs for the digested food of amoeba. So next we have to study about the digestion in human being. But before that, I would like you to give answer to these three questions. The first question is, what is the difference between the autotrophic organism and heterotrophic organism? Second question is, what are the examples of the heterotrophic organisms? And third question is, what are the steps involved, events involved during the photosynthesis? So I hope you will read the topic and write the answer of these questions, so that it builds up the concept of this topic. We'll start off with the nutrition in human being tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day.